11, 12, 13, 14.
The stuff they give helps. You know, sometimes the food stamps is not enough. Things are very expensive these days, food. And you know, it's a blessing to have this.
Early Saturday mornings, Linus Reynolds and his volunteers distribute bags of food at Blessed Assurance Church of God in Brooklyn. This site is one of over 950 food pantries in New York, and one of about 4 located in this neighborhood. New York City's food pantries serve more than 13 million food-insecure families. Unlike hunger, food insecurity deals with poor quality and variety of food available. Despite weekly donations from the government, the parish has had to adapt to a steadily growing crowd of recipients.
Well, we're hoping to get a lot more because I've seen from, well, within the course of probably about 2 months, the numbers have gone up considerably, very, very huge. It's from like 200 to 300 people like in a week.
According to a 2013 to 15 estimate by Hunger Free America, food insecurity has declined citywide. But pantries across the city have still had to adapt to gradually rising numbers of food insecure New Yorkers. A more recent study published this year states that after feeding 6% more people in 2017, 38% of the city's pantries and soup kitchens claimed that they weren't distributing enough food to meet their demands.
I'm thinking a lot more people probably falling into poverty. That might be the number one reason. A lot of the people I know, they do more than one stop.
In this part of Brooklyn, corner stores selling mostly snack foods greatly outnumber traditional grocery stores. But according to some community members, not having a grocery store nearby isn't the issue when it comes to food insecurity. It's being able to afford it.
People still go across the street to Atlantic to get to the grocery store there. When this one is closed down, they still go to Broadway to go and get some grocery food there. So not many of them may say that it is because of lack of grocery stores. When they don't have money to go and buy, and they don't have food stamps, they have to come in.
The demographics of those affected by poor access to food are starting to shift. According to Hunger Free America CEO Joel Berg, food insecurity is increasingly affecting employed New Yorkers in a way that it previously hasn't.
The main cause of hunger in America is poverty. It's not lack of food. Even though there's a slight decrease in hunger in New York over the last 3 years, more than 1 million New York City residents live in homes that can't afford enough food. That's far more than before the start of the recession. We found statewide and citywide, 1 in 10 adults are working but still food insecure. So there really is still a hunger crisis facing this area. But there's still a grave poverty crisis in New York City. While we're doing marginally better than we were just a few years ago in the height of the recession, New York's doing worse than cities in any other industrialized Western country, even per capita. There's far more hunger in New York than places like Paris and London and Berlin. It's because our economic and social policies are fundamentally failing.